and I've been asked to share an experience that I've had in my life that might help to strengthen your faith. And I can share because we say in Australia, we're all in the same boat. In other words, we are humans that have strengths and weaknesses. We also have ups and downs in our life. And so in 2019, I got an email from the Healthcare Complaints Commission that stated that because I was a threat to public safety, I had a life ban. I was forbidden to speak on health in Australia. I was forbidden to give any health advice, or $10,000 fine and 10 years in prison. I put my head down and I cried. I cried because it was so unfair. And as I say, how can there be a crime if there is no victim? We have had thousands of people come through our health retreat, many stories of healing, even conquering cancer. And I'm deemed a threat to public safety? That was very hard. So I cried. But you know, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 says there's a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. So I allowed myself maybe 10 minutes mourning. And then I stopped because I realized that there is a great God of heaven. He does have a plan for my life. So he must have a plan through this. And that's where we each as humans have the choice to go with fear or faith. And so I decided to do what God has asked me to do in 1 Thessalonians 5:18, in everything give thanks. So it wasn't easy to be thankful that I've been banned. It wasn't easy to be thankful that I've been deemed a threat to public safety. But I know that God has a plan. So I decided to say, Father, I don't like it, I don't understand it, but I thank you. And so in 2021, when I was in Germany, so this is 2 years later, and I was speaking at a conference, a lady came to me and she said, Barbara, I'm sorry to say this, but we are so glad you are banned because it has freed you to come to us. And at that moment, the light bulb went off. The ban has actually freed me. I had never seen it. You know, sometimes we can be a bit blind to bigger things. Because before the ban, I could only go overseas maybe once or twice a year when staff were having holidays because I had to be back at the health retreat. But now I'm free. I can go all over the world. And now instead of speaking to maybe 10, 14 people, I'm speaking to thousands. Probably millions when you take into consideration technology, TikTok, such things like this. I had no idea when I got the ban what God had planned for me. So I trust that story can be an encouragement for you. And God doesn't always show you straight away where he's leading you. And that's where he asks us to trust him. And in Isaiah chapter 42, starting at verse 5, it says, Thus saith God, the Lord, the creator of the heavens that stretch them out, he that brought forth the earth and that which comes out of it, he that giveth breath to the people upon it and spirit to them that dwell therein. He says, I, the Lord, hath called thee in righteousness. I will hold thine hand. I will keep thee. Isn't that a beautiful promise? He says, I will hold thine hand. I will keep thee. I will give thee for a covenant of the people and a light of the Gentiles, to open the blind eyes, to bring the prisoners out of the prison, and they that sit in darkness out of the prison house. I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another. Praise God for God and his wisdom, his mercy, and his leading.